You have to shush.
You have to shush. Shh.
I'm making a video.
Shh.
Pretend you're not here.
Shh.
Hey guys, it's Friday, and I almost forgot to make a video, so here you go. This week's topic is trans people in the media, how it affects our community, and how are we represented, or at least that's what I'm talking about when it comes to media. Something I complain about a lot is the fact that there's, no trans men in the media. There are a lot of trans women, a lot of them are poorly represented, but, at least they kind of exist, But, I think most people forget that trans people, I think most people forget that trans men are alive. I know lots of people who didn't know what a trans man was when I came out, and I get this question all the time where people are like, oh, you're trans, so when are you becoming a woman? And I go, no, other way. And they go, huh? It's just it doesn't even enter their minds, which is really frustrating. Yeah. I'm going to talk about a couple representations I've seen of trans men in the media. There's 3 that come to mind. The first one is Max from the L Word. I kind of want to punch the L Word in the face. They did it representing lesbians and trans people. Yeah, I'm really frustrated about that, but I'm not going to get into that rant right now, and I bet I'm going to get a bunch of comments going, no, the L Word's awesome. No, it's not. I mean, it's sexy, I'll give it that, but, there's a lot of other sexy things out there. Just go watch lesbian porn. The second person who comes to mind when I think of trans men in the media, I think of Charlie's ex-girlfriend from 2.5 Men. Okay, I saw this episode a long time ago, and... What?
I know that episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I saw that episode a long time ago, and I thought it was kind of cool they brought on a trans man. I watched the episode 20 times, but I was also young and stupid. On the one hand, it's a decent-ish representation. They don't make him a freak. They don't call him a she much. It's okay. But there's a lot of emphasis on, but you used to be a woman, and Charlie's really grossed out about the whole idea, and he's like, if you were a real man, you would have taken on that threesome, and the guy laughs it off, and I'm like, that's a little inappropriate. Just a little. But, yeah, they also pressure him to tell the woman he's seeing before he's ready, which I'm not a big fan of. I get why they do it, I personally would tell anybody I was seeing, up front, but you should do it on your own time. Anyways, on the plus side, at the end of the episode, the girl he's seeing still likes him, and they end up dating, which is kind of cute. I'm happy. So that's not the worst representation ever. And then the most popular representation of trans men, and the one that comes to most people's mind. The guy from Degrassi.
Adam. I'm helping.
Arm abuse.
Stop it. This arm has taken enough abuse from you.
I know. Yes. His name is Adam, and he's pretty good, I gotta say. Degrassi, even though I don't like a lot of your plot lines, I like that one. It's pretty good.
It's the only one he'll watch.
I'm gonna just edit this out, You're not
gonna
be in this.
I know.
Maybe.
But maybe you'll keep it.
Maybe.
Maybe because you'll be like, oh, this is cute, and I'm keeping it. It's the only one he likes to watch. The rest of them, he's like, too bored, puts on headphones and watches something else. Adam, he's like, off headphones, watching. And yeah, that's what he does. He likes it. Don't let him tell you different. Don't.
I actually was a little apprehensive of watching Degrassi when they brought on the trans character, because normally when trans people are on my viewing screen, I get all dysphoric and grumpy, which is not nice. And I was a little bit with this character, but that was more a me thing, not so much a them thing. I think they captured the whole confusion, the questioning, the stubbornness of everything. I think they did it really well, and I like the way his family reacted because it's realistic. His mom's having trouble with pronouns, and his brother's having difficulty accepting everything, but he's still trying to be supportive, and I think it's kind of cute how they did everything. And also the way they represented the bullying in school. I think that's actually how trans men are often treated in high school. They get bullied a lot, they get rejected by girls who call them lesbians, they get a lot. So, yeah, so I think it's a pretty good representation in Degrassi. Uh, it's never perfect, but it's really hard to be perfect when you're representing any minority, right? I mean, they're trying really hard on other shows. Let's take Glee, for example. I mean, I love the representation of the gay community in there, and yet people still complain that Kurt's too stereotypical. And it goes with any minority, like I say. Also, Glee, Mercedes, people complain she's too black, which is, yeah. Yeah, that's a fun conversation. My point of all this is that trans representation is never going to be perfect in the media, and it's really hard to capture the real feeling of any minority. I think that we should try promoting more independent trans resources like this channel and other ones on YouTube like it. I think that's where you're going to get the real story. And if you're going to try to look to sitcoms or talk shows or drama shows or whatever else you watch.
I'm helping.
No, you're not.
I am.
Then you're not going to find anything real in them. But I think that's something we need to accept. I mean, you won't find a real representation of anyone on those kind of shows. You're not going to. I also think.
You can.
So, yeah, it's hard to capture the real trans life in a media show. But I'm glad that television seems to be advancing. I know there's a lot of talk shows that need a lot of work, but that's something we're going to have to work on together as a community. And that's basically all I think about trans people in the media, or at least that's all I have time to think about because I'm late uploading this. So I have to do it like now. Okay. Okay, bye.